You think the world is safe. You think what you see, what you touch, and what you understand are all there is. But you're wrong. Behind locked doors, deep underground, in places you will never go, there are things, unexplainable, incomprehensible, dangerous things. Things that defy physics, biology, and reason itself. Things that would unravel your sanity if you saw them. And there's only one organization that keeps them contained. It's not a government. It's not a savior. It's something colder, something that doesn't care about you, only about control. They call themselves the SCP Foundation. You've never heard of them for a reason. They make sure of that. But tonight, you'll hear about what they do. You'll hear about what they hide. And if you're lucky, it won't keep you up at night. If you're lucky. What is the SCP Foundation? The SCP Foundation doesn't officially exist. You won't find it on any government website or in any public archive. Its name won't come up in casual conversation, and no one who works for it will ever admit it. But it's there. Always has been. Operating in the shadows, cleaning up the messes reality shouldn't be capable of making. It's not just a place, it's a machine. A machine built to do one thing, keep the world from falling apart. They don't care if you know about it. In fact, they'd rather you didn't. That's why they'll erase your memory, scrub your existence from the records, or worse, if you ever get too close. The SCP Foundation's reach is global, and its methods are brutal. Entire towns have been wiped off the map because of what they've contained. People have vanished, replaced with perfect replicas. The air you breathe, the light you see, the ground beneath your feet, all of it could be part of a cover story, a facade to keep you comfortable while the Foundation does what it must behind the scenes. Its facilities are labyrinths of steel and concrete, buried in places no one would ever think to look. These aren't just research labs, they're war zones. Inside, anomalies are locked away, watched every second of every day. Not because they want to, but because if they don't, those things might get out. And if that happens, humanity won't stand a chance. Asterisk. The Foundation's ruthlessness. They call it unnecessary. Necessary to send people into containment breaches knowing they won't come back. Necessary to use prisoners, people deemed expendable, as test subjects for experiments no one else would survive. They're called D-class personnel. They're not people to the Foundation, they're tools, disposable assets meant to die if it means keeping an anomaly contained. And the anomalies, oh, they're not just strange or misunderstood. They're predators, weapons, impossibilities that shouldn't exist in a rational universe. Some of them don't just kill, they erase. Entire teams sent to contain a breach, wiped from memory, from history, as though they were never there. You think you understand fear? Imagine a creature that can't be killed, only slowed. Imagine objects that rewrite the laws of physics. Imagine phenomena that strip away your sanity the longer you're near them. That's what the SCP Foundation deals with every day. And they do it without question, without hesitation. Because if they fail, we all pay the price. The anomalies, nightmares contained. Inside the Foundation's walls are things that defy logic, creatures that should never exist, and objects that twist reality itself. Each one is classified, studied, and contained with ruthless precision. But don't mistake that for safety. These things are not under control, they're just waiting. Waiting for one mistake, one crack in the system. These anomalies are given SCP designations, each one documented in cold, clinical reports. But no amount of detached language can mask the horror of what they truly are. Let me tell you about a few of them. Just a few, because even talking about some of them is dangerous. Asterisk. SCP-173, the sculpture. They call it a sculpture, but that word doesn't do it justice. SCP-173 is made of concrete and rebar, with a crude face painted on its surface. It looks harmless at first glance, just a lifeless statue. But the moment you stop looking at it, it moves. Fast. Too fast. And when it moves, it kills. It snaps necks with inhuman strength, leaving nothing but silence and a broken body in its wake. The only way to survive is to keep it in your line of sight. Blink, and you're dead. Entire teams are assigned to watch SCP-173, blinking in shifts, their lives hanging on their ability to keep their eyes open. Imagine that, a room filled with armed guards, terrified of blinking. One slip, one moment of fatigue, and it's over. The Foundation keeps it locked in a reinforced cell, but breaches happen. And when they do, it's not just the personnel at risk, it's anyone in its path. Asterisk. SCP-096, the Shy Guy. SCP-096 looks harmless, at first. A pale, emaciated humanoid that sits motionless, its long arms wrapped around its knees. It makes no sound, no move to attack. You might even pity it, until you make the mistake of looking at its face. Once someone sees its face, whether directly, in a photo, or even in a reflection, SCP-096 begins to scream. A guttural, heart-wrenching wail that echoes through the halls. And then it starts running. No barrier can stop it. No distance can slow it. It doesn't matter if you're on the other side of the world. SCP-096 will find you. And when it does, it tears you apart with a strength no living thing should possess. Then, as quickly as it began, it sits back down, silent once more, waiting for the next victim. Asterisk. SCP-682, the hard-to-destroy reptile. SCP-682 isn't just dangerous, it's hate incarnate. A massive, reptilian creature with one goal, to destroy all life. It doesn't kill for food or survival. It kills because it wants to. The Foundation has tried everything to destroy SCP-682, acid baths, incineration, explosives. But it always comes back, adapting to every attack. Worse, it seems to learn from these attempts, growing smarter and more efficient with each breach. Containment for SCP-682 isn't about control, it's about endurance. It's a war of attrition, with the Foundation holding the line against something that cannot be defeated. And they know, deep down, that it's only a matter of time before it escapes for good. Asterisk. SCP-3008, the Infinite IKEA. At first, SCP-3008 sounds almost laughable, a furniture store that goes on forever. But step inside, and you'll find nothing funny about it. SCP-3008 is an endless maze of aisles and furniture, with no exit and no way to navigate. People who enter often lose track of time, days blending into weeks as they wander. But the store isn't empty. There are others, people who have been trapped for years, building makeshift shelters out of beds and sofas, scavenging for food from the store's endless supply. And then there are the employees. They look human, but they're not. They wear IKEA uniforms and walk the aisles aimlessly during the day. But when the store closes, they turn violent, hunting anyone they can find. Survivors tell stories of hiding in furniture displays, listening to the employees shuffle past, whispering, "The store is closed. Please exit the building." But there's no exit. Asterisk. And these are just the ones we know about. The Foundation contains thousands of anomalies, each one stranger and more terrifying than the last. For every SCP they capture, a dozen more remain in the wild, waiting to be discovered or to discover us. How the SCP Foundation operates, methods of control. The SCP Foundation is not a kind guardian. It doesn't save lives out of compassion or duty. It exists because it has to, because the alternative is unthinkable. Its methods are clinical, detached, and often horrifying. If you're looking for morality here, you won't find it. The Foundation doesn't protect you because it cares. It protects you because it's the only way to keep the world from falling apart. The three pillars: secure, contain, protect. Everything the Foundation does revolves around three principles: secure the anomaly, contain the threat, and protect humanity. But don't be fooled by the word protect. That protection doesn't mean your safety, it means your ignorance. The less you know about what the Foundation is hiding, the safer you are. Or so they say. Secure. The first step is finding and capturing anomalies. Sometimes this means sending in heavily armed teams to retrieve a hostile creature. Other times, it means quietly erasing entire neighborhoods where anomalies have taken root. Contain. Once an anomaly is secured, it's locked away in a containment cell tailored to its specific properties. These cells range from simple locked boxes to entire underground chambers designed to withstand catastrophic breaches. Protect. Protecting humanity means keeping anomalies a secret. This is where the Foundation's methods turn dark. Witnesses are interrogated, memories are erased, and those who know too much disappear. D-Class personnel, the expendable test subjects. The Foundation doesn't take chances when it comes to testing anomalies. That's where D-Class personnel come in. These are death row prisoners, criminals, and other expendables individuals recruited or forced into service. Their job? To interact with anomalies, test their properties, and document the results. Most don't survive. They're sent into rooms with creatures like SCP-173 or SCP-682, knowing full well they won't come out. And when the Foundation is done with them, if they somehow survive the tests, they're terminated. For the Foundation, D-Class personnel aren't people. They're tools. Disposable assets. And their sacrifice is considered a necessary evil. But it makes you wonder, how many lives has the Foundation taken in the name of control? Asterisk. Amnestics, erasing the truth. When someone stumbles across an anomaly, the Foundation can't let them walk away with that knowledge. That's where amnestics come in, powerful drugs used to erase memories. Witnesses to an SCP event are interrogated, their memories wiped clean, and released back into their lives, none the wiser. But sometimes, amnestics aren't enough. What do you think happens to the ones who see too much? The ones who resist? The ones who can't be silenced? Let's just say the Foundation has other methods for ensuring secrets stay buried. Asterisk. Containment breaches, when the walls fail. The Foundation is good at what it does, but it's not perfect. Containment breaches happen, and when they do, the consequences are catastrophic. Entire facilities have been wiped out in minutes because of a single mistake, a momentary lapse in protocol, a faulty door mechanism, or one guard blinking at the wrong time. When a breach occurs, the Foundation's response is swift and ruthless. Armed teams are sent in to neutralize the anomaly, often at great cost. Sometimes, if the threat is too great, the entire site is destroyed, taking everyone and everything inside with it. To the Foundation, lives are expendable. Control is not. Asterisk. The ethics of survival. You might be wondering, how does the Foundation justify what it does? The answer is simple, it doesn't. There's no time for ethics or morality when the stakes are this high. They do what they have to do because if they don't, the world burns. But here's the question that should keep you up at night: who holds the Foundation accountable? If they're willing to wipe out towns, erase memories, and sacrifice lives to maintain control, what else are they hiding? What lines won't they cross? And if they ever lose control, what happens to the rest of us? Theories and origins, the shadows behind the Foundation. The SCP Foundation operates like a perfect machine, efficient, silent, and unseen. But where did it come from? Who built it, and why? These questions linger in the minds of those who dare to study its existence, and the answers are as unsettling as the anomalies it contains. Theory 1. A government collaboration gone rogue. Some believe the Foundation began as a joint operation between the world's most powerful governments, a secret coalition formed to study and contain the unexplainable. But over time, it grew beyond their control. This theory suggests that the Foundation's vast resources, its advanced technology, and its global reach are remnants of that original collaboration. The governments involved still fund it, but they don't run it. The Foundation answers to no one but itself, and its true leaders are faceless entities who operate from the shadows. Asterisk. Theory 2. Ancient origins. Another theory is that the SCP Foundation is far older than it appears, an evolution of ancient orders that once sought to guard humanity from the supernatural. Secret societies, religious groups, and cults might have passed down their knowledge through centuries, eventually uniting under the Foundation's banner. This could explain why the Foundation seems so prepared for the inexplicable. They've been doing this for millennia. Some even suggest that the anomalies they contain include artifacts from these ancient origins, objects that were once worshipped, feared, or used in ways we can't understand. Asterisk. Theory 3. Anomaly created. The darkest theory is that the Foundation itself is an anomaly. What if it wasn't built by humans at all? What if it was created by one of the very entities it seeks to contain? This would explain the Foundation's almost inhuman efficiency, its unrelenting focus on control, and its willingness to sacrifice morality for order. It would also raise a terrifying question: is the Foundation truly protecting us, or is it manipulating us? If it was created by an anomaly, what is its ultimate goal? And are we just pawns in a game we'll never understand? Asterisk. The implications of their work. The SCP Foundation claims to protect humanity, but its existence raises unsettling questions. If these anomalies are real, what does that mean for our understanding of the universe? If the laws of physics, biology, and time can be broken, then nothing is truly stable. And then there's the cost. How many lives, memories, and truths have been erased to keep these anomalies hidden? How much of our history has been rewritten to maintain the illusion of control? The Foundation may keep the world from falling apart, but it does so at a price none of us ever agreed to pay. Asterisk. A warning from the shadows. The SCP Foundation isn't just a story, it's a reflection of our deepest fears. Fear of the unknown. Fear of losing control. Fear of what lies just beyond the edges of our understanding. But perhaps the most terrifying thought is this: if the Foundation is real, it means the world is far darker, far stranger, and far more dangerous than we could ever imagine. And if the Foundation ever fails, if the anomalies breach containment for good, there will be no one left to protect us. So, the next time you feel safe, remember, somewhere in the shadows, locked behind steel doors and endless corridors, there are things waiting. Waiting for the chance to remind us that safety is an illusion. And if you ever see a strange logo, 3 arrows pointing inward in a perfect circle, turn away. Because if you see the SCP Foundation, it's already too late. The SCP Foundation is more than an organization. It's a warning. A reminder that the universe is not as orderly as we'd like to believe. That beneath the surface of our everyday lives, there are forces, creatures, objects, phenomena that laugh at our attempts to understand them. The Foundation is the dam holding back the flood, and every day, that dam cracks just a little more. What happens if the Foundation fails? What happens if the anomalies breach containment, if the secrets spill into the world, if the thin line between us and chaos finally breaks? We'll never know the full extent of what the SCP Foundation hides, and perhaps that's for the best. Because to truly understand the horrors they contain would shatter our minds and leave us begging for the safety of ignorance. So tonight, when you turn off the lights, when you check the locks on your doors, remember this: you are safe only because someone else is not. Somewhere, behind layers of steel and shadows, there are things waiting to be unleashed. And if the Foundation ever falters, you'll learn the truth the hard way when the shadows come for you.